Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, good day, everyone. My name is Moise. I'm a PhD student at the University of Technology in Malaysia, and you can see on my screen the names of my advisors as well. My project is about studying delay causes in tall buildings, in tall building projects. My presentation today is the first stage of my PhD study, and I'll show you some of the things I've done so far in my PhD. So basically, this is the outline of what I'm going to cover today in my presentation. So firstly, I'm going to establish the problem statements of my study. You can see immediately from the two pictures on the slide. One is the skyline in Hong Kong, and the other one is a typical crowded urban city. The point is that the urban centers across the world is having what you call reconfiguration. We are moving towards vertical cities rather than having horizontal buildings. And one of the reasons for this is because United Nations projects that we're going to have 2.5 billion people in the world by 2050, and 66% of that will be in urban centers. So basically, there's limited space, and there's rapid urbanization and population growth. There's also scarcity of land and high land costs. The natural solution to that is to go vertical. However, the construction industry in general still suffers from underperformance issues and productivity issues, basically in terms of time overruns and cost overruns. You can see there's a picture here about the planned tallest building on the world, which is the Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia. It has been delayed many times, and this is a snapshot from a news report. So basically, tall buildings have been delayed across the world, despite the fact that they are being seen as a viable strategy for controlling future urban populations. According to the Council of Tall Buildings and Urban Habitats, they also lamented the increasing rate of never completed tall buildings across the world. Some of them have been abandoned, and some of them have been put on hold because of the high risk factors involved in constructing these buildings. So the point is, this brings me to the objective of my study, which is to understand, to determine and rank the causes of delay in tall building projects. Of course, this is not the ultimate solution to delays, but understanding the causes of delay is the first step to minimize and control delays in tall building projects. So basically what I've done is that I've looked at the literature. I've seen that delay causes in tall building projects could range from as low as 11 to as much as 200, over 200 delay causes. What I've done is that I've tried to condense that information, and I've identified 36 common causes investigated across all the studies. I've categorized them into 9 groups as shown here in the Ishikawa diagram, and then I've decided to carry out a survey of professionals in the GCC, that is the Gulf Cooperating Council, which is my domain of study. And as you can see here, the GCC countries basically consist of 6 countries: UAE, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia. And you know that this region is a promising region when it comes to tall building construction, and there's been a lot of developments in this area in the past few years. So basically, this is my demographic of the respondents to my questionnaire survey. And then I have analyzed the results using the common method across delay studies, and that is the RI value, or the relative importance index. It has been used by many studies. I've ranked the delay causes based on these RI values. And then the most important results shows that money is the problem. Basically, these projects are high-risk projects. They involve a lot of money, and not properly estimating how much it's going to cost will lead to financial problems, delays in contractors' payments, cash flow problems, or contractors' financial difficulties. Some other problems are related to management. Sometimes it could be due to ambitious schedules or poor coordination amongst various parties on the construction sites. Also, I noticed, or I observed from my study, that some issues like civil disturbances and political conditions, or labor disputes and strikes, these are not issues that are significant in the GCC countries. They might be significant in other countries. Also, we have issues like foundation conditions, unexpected foundation conditions. The professionals have highlighted that this is not an issue in tall building projects because a lot is invested, a lot of time and resources is invested in the analysis of foundations. And though it might be a cause of delay in other kinds of projects, but not in tall building projects. So basically, based on my results, the next stage is to seek for ways to mitigate these delays in tall building projects, to develop probably prescriptive tools. This could be in forms of delay mitigation strategies. It could be in form of a delay risk management framework, or it could even be in terms of adopting modern technology like machine learning to learn from historical data. This could be used to properly estimate the costs of this project, to properly estimate, determine the time it's going to take, even to forecast the amount of delay that may occur if you have historical information on this, or to predict the risk of delay in this project, and there probably other means or other strategies to mitigate delay. So this brings me to the end of my presentation, and I appreciate all the participants, including the conference organizers. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Maurice. I think very interesting research, especially focus on the tall buildings. Yeah.